We raise under agenda AOB. So on the basis that it's a very important issue and you had asked the committee to bring up that matter, I think we handle it as AOB. So I'll bring the AOB first before we go to agenda number 4. So Governor, you can respond to your senator on the issues that he has raised.
Chair, the more detailed ones, we can get a response a bit later. But what I know, for instance, in Ruai, parts of Ruai would are now connected. We've had a challenge. That's the biggest ward in this county. It's possibly an 8th, In Kasarani constituency, right now for the water, we have reached Kangundo Road to Ruai Market. And then there's a pipe from Jil Railway Station that goes towards to cover the Infinity area that is already ongoing. And there are many others, because that goes hand in hand with the Utawala. Yeah, the Utawala area, it's a similar part. And there are many other laterals that we're doing around that area. So I will ask the MD to maybe just give, not now, but to prepare, yeah? Because Kasarani has two sides. There's the Kamuru side, Ruai, Mwiki, and this other side of Santon. Currently for Siwa, at Kasarani police station, yeah, we're developing, there's a diversion that is now connecting to the trunk Siwa along Mwiki Kangundo Road. That one is something that is also ongoing. I think it's a great opportunity to give a larger update of all the improvements that have been going on in the last year, and I will be able to share that with you, Senator. Including, I think, what would form part of today's discussion on the what we call reshrilling, of the piping in the CBD. Because a lot of the reason we have that non-revenue water is because of the old pipes that have leakage and connected to the old fire system in the city. And as soon as that is done, we'll reduce the non-revenue water by 2,000 cubic meters per hour. Yeah, that is what is currently ongoing. So there's Santon, there's Clay City, there's Kariobangi North at National Concrete, that is also ongoing. The side of Kawangware 46, all the way coming into Chalby Drive. You also know that we're doing 54 kilometers of trunk Siwa, 1.8 by 2.4 meters, that goes hand in hand with the river program. South Sea is a place that has had similar challenges. What we have there is something called condominium sewers. Those condominium sewers are sewers that are not on a wayleaf, but are in people's property, just like Isili, because of the planning. But now we've been able to get a major pipeline from the northern bypass coming into Akiba, connecting to Oleshapara, down until Kongwani Primary School. Then at Kongwani Primary School, where we have the Kenya Power substation, it connects to the larger trunk Siwa. And then now we're doing further laterals along the Ngong River line. So, Chair, I can give a lot of that. As for the MCA ones above, we do a lot of induction, and we tell them how to get a project. Projects are not received by a letter. They are budgeted for, they are appropriated by the MCAs themselves. In fact, they even indicate that this financial year we're going to do boreholes in this place, or we're going to do a road in this place. And so it's part of that process. I think maybe the issue is him being told or responded to. But that is really the process. We don't give projects based on request by letter, but based on a medium-term framework, an appropriation bill, and it's a process you all know because you're legislators and you're also going through the same. Chair, on water, I think it will be of benefit for this committee and for Nairobians. We made huge improvements, increasing 160 cubic meters, 160 million liters a day, courtesy of NCT1 and Carmen. And many of you might attest to increased water. So if you need me to go through,
Governor, just to be specific to the areas that we've raised.
Yes.
what would you say, like, of the 22,000 households that had already paid for connection in Rwai?
That's what I told you.
Just give us a status and maybe the reasons for the delay. There are also allegations that some people had paid and they're being asked to pay again. This 5,000 shillings, is it receipted?
Of course.
That's
the way it is paid. I'll ask them to give you details of that, and then maybe also you can talk about Nyati Drive.
Yes, please. Those specific areas.
And Resambo. But for a more comprehensive response, because I'm sure he's also heard it now, we can write back.
Thank you so much.
Maybe respond to the issue of the Ruai.
Utawara area, where just like the governor has said, actually Ruai, you put Miango, Utawara, they take around that 8% of the surface area of the city. And those areas have not been having any of our infrastructure. It's now they are being done by other waterworks development agency. Now, like the work you're asking, Bwana Senator, ADI is responsible for development of the infrastructures there through Credit K1135 funded by AFD. Now that credit, the work entails doing the main lines, lateral lines, plus the connections. Now that work is not yet complete, Senator. There are customers whose work is complete. We are giving them the meters. But the responsibility of laying the pipes up to the customer premises is being done by other waterworks development agencies, known as the Water and Sewerage Company, and the credit I've spoken about. A comprehensive report actually can be handed over to you through the governor's office immediately we leave here, because we have also been following up those matters on the ground. The customers are ours, they are not others. Customers. So we have been following up what they are doing, and we have a comprehensive report which we can hand over to you immediately we leave here. On Nyati court of Roysambo area. Roysambo also sometimes back under the NDB funding. The same other waterworks development agencies did a lot of projects in those areas. Also those areas, I'm sure you are aware, there are no CWAs, Dome, Maroroi, Ruai, Simaman, they were being developed last year, and still the contract is on the ground. So they will be incorporated if they were in the original designs, the original plan. So I can also counter-check with other waterworks and development agency whether this particular court is supposed to be seaward under this program. On just what the governor has spoken about the bowl, GSU Primary School, for heaven's sake, sits just next to the main line along Outer Ring Road. So it shouldn't be having any problem of water at all. That's next to Gumba Estate by the GSU personnel. Then there is the secondary school. Then there's the GSU primary school there.
MD, are you confirming that that school is properly served with water? If you can be next to a pipeline and dying of thirst.
Senator, what I'm implying is only that we are not aware. That's a simple problem which can be solved.
So, you see, the problem, Chair, is this. The MD will tell us that the problem can be solved by Monday. If they have a problem. Just a minute, because you have appeared before us. The broader conversation we are having is, can you please respond to correspondence from the leaders on the ground? This is a letter that was written in 2024. It has not been responded to up to date. That's the problem we have with the county government. So you are saying this because we are here. When we leave here, we will not get any correspondence or assurances that you're giving, that nothing will happen. That is the broader problem. If indeed this was a problem that could have been resolved in 2024 February, would we be here, Governor? Sure.
Now to Your Excellency and the Senator, for sure, if the MCA knew about this problem, we meet the MCAs almost every month and every day if they want. Our telephones are open. Could have resolved this problem directly. They shouldn't have come to the Senate all the way here. It's a problem which can be addressed. That's why I'm saying.
So the request I will make through the chair is that I want to see the correspondence from his office in 2024 and how they have addressed this problem. Because the leader on the ground has taken a step to write to you. You are responding here today. So please show us correspondence from 24 on how you dealt with this issue.
We can
Chair, just a clarification from the water, is it director or? Yeah. Now, here is Senator asking a question, and we are referring the Senator to the MCR. Does it mean that the Senator has no right to represent the people in Nairobi?
So that is completely out of context.
Yeah.
The Senator himself was referring to the MCA, Senator Mudama, explaining that there are many forums that, and possibly even a response, so you can get the letter. The Senator has all the rights to, in fact,
honorable members.
The Senator has a lot of rights. I was a Senator from Nairobi also, and I used to do the same. Chair, I have the letter which was received by the Senate on the 20th of June that has created a lot of, discussion. That is to the clerk, meeting with CPISF committee. I received a letter dated 9th June. Attached is our responses and supporting documentation. Your own clerk confirmed that all documentation was received. The letter is stamped. Chair, before I started to give my responses, we've already been greatly accused. Yet this evidence is there. Can that be withdrawn?
Okay.
Yes.
Let me first of all.
And also, please, Chair, if you could return my copy, that one I came with. This is the one to table. The one which has your stamp.
Let me first of all direct on the matter of Senator Sifuna. I think Senator Sifuna has come up with those issues because his letter was not responded to. And that's why he used this opportunity to try and get responses. So let me direct that the letter that he has tabled here be responded to and copied to us. The response is copied to us. Because I'm saying that we are likely to spend more time responding to that in this meeting. So you respond, I think, within 7 days to Senator and possibly copy to us to confirm that the responses have been sent. Otherwise, the clerk has retrieved the signed letter, the stamped letter from the main clerk. So, honorable members, that means that the documents were actually forwarded by the governor. But the only mistake, Governor, which we must point out, is that when your people are preparing the responses, it is a standard that the letter, your letter, be attached on the responses. Even if they are sent on email, they should scan the email and send together with the rest of the document. That is the only thing that was not done.
Chair, the responses were attached to my letter.
But it's not
Are
there.
you saying we stick it physically or like it was attached? What we received today's documentation is just the same responses were given on time, Chair. And the clerk himself has confirmed that, Chair. But before that, Chair, you had all manner of accusations, including people saying, lecturing me that I've been a senator, I should know these things, Senator Siengo. Honestly,
But
I've responded and it was not on time.
Governor, I think it is very unfair to come after the members of the committee.
But it's fair for them to come after me.
Just a minute. At the time when those accusations were being made, that document was not before us. It was incumbent upon you
No, but at that point, I
to
was given the right.
produce the piece of paper.
The accusations were made before I was even given the chance to respond, Chair. And I just had quietly listening.
You know,
So
that's
will they
why,
be withdrawn or do they remain unanswered?
that's why I said, you know, when the documents are not in the file, members may not know. So they are just...
You can give your witness a chance to respond before unwarranted attacks, where the mistake is from your side. I think that is in good order, Chair.
Anyway, let's just agree that the letter is there. Let's proceed with the substance of our meeting today, which is to look at the audit query.
Yeah,
You are so ready.
Chair, that's the reason why I said if those all soft copies were received, there would have been no hassle.
Okay, we will proceed, honorable members, but I will